It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Zepto Brewhouse, and it's a bottle of Dai's Side of the Moon Chilli Chocolate Milk Stout, coming in at 5.3% ABV. There's a look at the label. Blue bottle cap. Zepto meaning very small brewer. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. And we'll talk about a beer that Chris Sweet has produced. The brewer. Nice bit of smoke on the opening. This beer is from my home country of Wales. You hear that carbonation? Sounds good. Looks good in the glass. Got a 1 to 2 finger tan coloured head. It's kind of jet black, kind of. There's a little bit of light bleed. Can you see that light bleed at the bottom there? The little bit of kind of red. That's not necessarily the colour of the beer for the camera. It's not necessarily the beer for my eyes that I'm looking at. It's stout looking with a little bit of kind of light bleed. It's bottle conditioned. You can see the little bits of sediment floating around in the bottom of the glass there. And I just want to mention a little bit about Zepto Brewhouse. So they were kind enough to send me the beers. They're a very, very small company. In fact, the brewer has still got a day job. So, of course, he's working to obviously sell enough beer to be able to go full time. And I liked, when I read the letter, they sent me a lovely letter. That's not a generic letter that goes out to 1 million bloggers around the world. That is a letter that's been written for me, and it's very nice. It's kind of got keep up the good work, loving the videos and stuff on the bottom. So what I would like to do, once I read that and once I got the beer, I thought to myself, let's support somebody local and let's support somebody who still has a day job, as do I. We are all trying to get to the same area in life, really, and that's our passion. I'm pretty sure Chris Sweet would love to have this brewery up and running full time as a full time job to support his family and his life, and that's what we're trying to do on the channel also. So let's all kind of grow together. Let's all support each other. Let's get the aroma on this beer. Yeah, I like it. I like the aroma. Basically, a stout is quite a heavy, as you guys know, you watch my videos, you're probably home brewers and people who've been drinking beer for years, or you might be somebody new to beer, well, you're interested at least. What I'm getting is a little bit of roasted malt, chocolate, coffee and caramel. And what impresses me about the beer is the fact that being a stout, when you roast the malts, they're quite dominant flavours, roasted malt. But you're getting a big waft of kind of chili in there that's cutting over the stout. A little bit of sweetness in it as well. In terms of, I can pick up the sweetness because I'm picking up the lactose, so I know that lactose equals mouthfeel and sweetness. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's fabulous. That is fabulous. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. What a beer. Carbonation slightly hisses and fizzes on the palate. There's some kind of milk chocolate flavour going on. There's a little bit of dryness. You get the sweet caramel, you get some roasted malts coming through, you get some espresso coffee and some bitter chocolate also. And then there's a wonderful chili burn in your throat. You can taste the chili in your mouth and you can feel it just slightly. It's almost caressing, it's almost tickling burning sensation. It's not crazy, it's not overly done. I've had some chili beers in the past that have been completely undrinkable. I remember I went to Norway and I had a burger, a chili kind of burger, and then I had a chili beer to go with it. And I wanted the beer to be refreshing, to kind of cut over that spice and chili in the burger. And the beer was twice the amount of chili in as the burger. So instead of eating the burger and then having a little bit of a refreshing beer to kind of just a touch of chili just to complement the chili burger, I was being kind of inundated by a crazy amount of chili from this beer. Oh, it was from Lagunitas. It was from Lagunitas Brewing Company. It was their Sculpin. It was the chili Sculpin. It was crazy full of chili, and that's from a massive brewer who really should know better. So from a little brew house in Wales, they've actually managed to get this chili flavour in the beer perfect. It's just a little caress on your throat there, a little bit of a burn, a little bit of a tickle. It's nice. And it complements the other flavours. It's quite a rich beer. There's probably some lactose in there to give it some body. It's got a good body to the stout. And of course, chili chocolate goes together very well. There's a certain aspect of roasted malt that you could associate with chocolate. It gives off some chocolatey flavours. So yeah, I think they've done a marvellous job with this beer. They really have. And of course, I'd like to put a disclaimer in at this stage. I am not saying this because the brewer is, as the crow flies, probably no more than a 15-20 minute drive from me. I'm not saying it because he's a small startup who still has a full-time job. I'm not saying it because it's a Welsh company. I'm saying it because here it is in the glass. If it was terrible, I would tell you. Look at the lacing, look at that. It's a lovely beer. Let's rate it. Good luck to Zepto Brewhouse. Good luck to Chris for all of your future ventures. Here's the rating. Starts off with a nice mouthfeel and a little bit of a fizz and pang, a little bit of kind of nice uplifting carbonation to get over that rich, dense mouthfeel. You get a lot of roasted chocolate, roasted coffee. A little bit of sweet and black and dark chocolate and some sweetness from the caramel, from the roasted malt. Touch of lactose in the beer, I feel. A little bit of sweetness and then a fantastic, not overly done chili flavour on the back end. 5.3% ABV. Dai's Side of the Moon. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Reload Craft Beer, one of the best chili beers we've ever reviewed on the channel. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.